When dealing with 21 kV feeder circuits, specifically concerning the ampacity of conductors rated for 2001 to 35,000 volts, we turn to NEC, or National Electrical Code, section 310.60. This section addresses conductors in this voltage range. Figure 310.60 illustrates various duct bank arrangements for use with tables 310.77 through 310.86. Detail 1 showcases one duct bank, while Detail 2 illustrates 3 duct banks. The question arises, what if you are installing 2 duct banks? Table 310.78 indicates that a 350 mcm copper conductor for a 21 kV circuit, utilizing the 90°C column, is rated for 305 amps for a single circuit arrangement, Detail 1, and only 245 amps for a 3-circuit arrangement, Detail 2. In situations where 2 duct banks are proposed, the question becomes which ampacity chart should be used, and where is that specified. The 2023 NEC does not explicitly provide an ampacity chart for 2 duct banks. However, it is a generally accepted practice to interpolate the ampacity of conductors in 2 duct banks between the values provided for 1 duct bank and 3 duct banks. The interpolation method involves calculating the average of the ampacities for 1 and 3 duct banks. So, for a 21 kV circuit using 350 mcm copper conductors in 2 duct banks, the ampacity can be interpolated as follows. The ampacity for 1 duct bank, Detail 1, is 305 amps. The ampacity for 3 duct banks, Detail 2, is 245 amps. Therefore, the ampacity for 2 duct banks would be calculated as 305 plus 245 divided by 2, which equals 275 amps. Regarding the insulation rating of the equipment ground, section 310.6 of the NEC covers the need for shielding of conductors operated above 2000 volts. All 21 kV medium voltage cables typically have shielding. However, the question arises about the equipment ground, specifically its insulation rating. The 2023 NEC does not specifically mention the insulation rating required for equipment grounds in high voltage systems. However, since the equipment ground is typically connected to the neutral conductor, it is reasonable to assume that the same insulation rating applies to both. Referencing section 250.184, which covers grounding of systems and circuits of 1 kV and over, specifically Part A, which addresses the neutral conductor. It states that the minimum insulation level for neutral conductors of solidly grounded systems shall be 600 volts. Therefore, for a 21 kV system, the equipment ground should be insulated for 600 volts as required by section 250.184 Part A for neutral conductors of solidly grounded systems. In summary, when installing 2 duct banks, you can interpolate the ampacity between the values for 1 and 3 duct banks. For the equipment ground insulation, a 600 volt rating is generally considered acceptable, aligning with the requirements for the neutral conductor in solidly grounded systems.